with meteorologist Julia Blanchett.
Good morning and happy Monday. Today on your Monday, it's not just any ordinary Monday. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and in honor of the holiday, we're giving a special forecast in case you have the day off. You're expecting 47 degrees later this afternoon. That would be the high here in Grand Junction. We have lots of sunshine, little to no moisture in the forecast, and we're not even expecting cloud coverage to be bothersome today. So a great and warm day here in the Grand Valley, but we're a little too warm, and we have been for quite some time. We've been struggling to see all kinds of moisture. We haven't really felt quite like winter in quite some time, and that's all thanks to right now a high pressure ridge which is dominating the southwestern United States, and that high pressure ridge is still pushing warm, dry air and calm weather conditions into the state of Colorado, whereas we see all of the cold weather and active weather staying east or northeast of our state and missing Colorado. We're missing out on a lot of that moisture, and until this pattern breaks up and we get rid of that high pressure circulation, we might be stuck seeing warm and dry weather for quite some time. So looking at the day-by-day forecast this week, high pressure is going to cause very consistent and warm temperatures. On your Monday, 47 degrees. On your Tuesday and your Wednesday, about 46 degrees. Eventually you get to 46 degrees still by Thursday, but you do want to notice the little uptick in cloud coverage here. That cloud coverage is important. It shows us a small amount of change because eventually it could lead to our next chance for moisture. Mostly cloudy on Friday with maybe a few drizzles here or there, and that could go into the weekend. But even that storm isn't looking to be huge. But any moisture we can get, we'll definitely take. We need it. Our last update on January 15th of the drought monitor shows us extremely dry conditions, and over the northern and central mountains we've seen some of the most exceptional drought conditions we've seen in quite some time. We don't often see the top of the charts here, but we do have a few areas in exceptional drought, others following in suit, being in extreme drought. And again, we're seeing hyperlocal to the lower valleys, a lot of abnormally dry areas, but also a lot of moderate drought mixed in with severe drought north of I-70. So a lot going on. We're all pretty dry, and we definitely could use the precipitation. We only have a couple more months left to figure it out and hope to get more moisture to us here in Colorado. But nonetheless, for today, it's still unseasonably warm. Grand Junction is 47 degrees, Delta is 50, Montrose 45, and in the Cortez area about 50 degrees as well. And then those low temperatures, 21 in Grand Junction, 18 in Delta, 17 in Montrose, and 15 in Cortez. But the 7-day forecast, we already took a brief look at that temperature trend for the week. We're way above average, but we do gain cloud coverage right around Wednesday and Thursday, eventually bringing us to a 20% chance for moisture on Friday and on Saturday as well for Grand Junction. Peaking at the Montrose forecast, about 45 degrees on your Monday and your Tuesday. We could see some cloud coverage roll in, even though we remain very consistent in terms of conditions, and that cloud coverage could eventually reach some smaller showers by Friday and Saturday. So expect more cloud coverage by the end of the week. Delta seeing something very similar, a little bit more moisture possible in the forecast, and that doesn't change until Friday going into Saturday. For now, we're only warm and dry. Cortez will see warm and dry weather as well, with a 20% chance for moisture on Friday and Saturday. But in the meantime, we're in the 50s or the 40s, well above where we should be for our point in the year.